Now we shall see one more problem on the straight line method of computing depreciation. An investment of rupees 8,000 is made by Ramesh for his manually operated press machine. So Mr. Ramesh buys a press machine which cost him 8,000 rupees. Its salvage value after 5 years is 1,000 rupees. So it has got a life of 5 years, and after 5 years when he sells it, he will get 1,000 rupees as a scrap value. Find straight line depreciation expense. Find book value at the end of each year and also find depreciation fund collected at the end of 4th year. So very simple it is. The cost of the equipment is 8,000 rupees. Here there is no installation cost and all. Then the scrap value is 1,000 rupees and the life is 5 years. So depreciation per year is C minus R divided by N. R is the scrap value. C is cost of the asset. So it is 8,000 rupees minus 1,000 divided by 5. That is 1,400 rupees is the straight line depreciation every year for 5 years. So now we will calculate the book value at the end of each year. You make a table, number of years, first column. Second is cost and balance. Then third is depreciation per year. And finally is the book value after depreciation in each year. So 4 columns are there. The first column, year, number of year 1, initial cost was 8,000 rupees, depreciation for that year is 1,400 rupees. So 8,000 minus 1,400 is 6,600 rupees. This becomes the book value after year 1. So for next year, the balance, cost and balance is 6,600 rupees. Again, depreciation for the year is 4,400. So the book value after second year is 5,200 rupees. This way you calculate for year 3, 4 and year 5. So book value at the end of 5th year is equal to the scrap value of the machine, because the life itself is 5 years. The depreciation fund collected at the end of 4th year is equal to 1,400 rupees into 4 years. For 4 years he is asking. Na? So 4 years, each year is 1,400 rupees into 4 years is 5,600 rupees. So this is a book depreciation fund what we have collected. So this is how we will solve the problem on straight line depreciation method. Thank you. Hello students. We shall look at a problem on computing depreciation. So we have got 5 methods to compute the depreciation. One is the straight line method. Second is declining balance method. Third is sum of years method. Fourth is sinking fund method, and the fifth is service output method. So we will see the first straight line method here. A company purchases a machine worth of rupees 50,000 for maintenance of its steel plant, and rupees 15,000 more spent on its installation, and the estimated scrap value after 10 years was rupees 20,000 rupees. It means for maintenance of the steel plant, a company is buying a machine which is costing 50,000 rupees. And for installation of that machine, you have to do the foundation, concreting, bed concreting, leveling and all. So again 15,000 rupees is the cost. Totally 65,000 rupees. So when you sell the machine after 10 years, it has got a life of 10 years, you will get rupees 20,000 rupees back as a scrap value. Calculate the annual rate of depreciation. So what is the annual rate of the depreciation? The book value of the machine at the end of each year using straight line depreciation, and also calculate depreciation fund collected at the end of 6th year. So in this straight line method, the depreciation is straight, constant throughout the life of the equipment. Here it is for 10 years. So it is constant for 10 years. Every year for the 10 years life of the machine. So then what is the depreciation fund after the 6th year, he is telling. So it is a very simple and straightforward question. You can see cost of the equipment, that is 50,000. That is a capital cost. The first cost is always called as capital cost. That is 50,000 rupees. Then installation and maintenance, that is again 15,000 rupees. Scrap value is 20,000 rupees at the end of 10 years. Estimated life is 10 years. Then you have to find out the depreciation. Second, find the book value for each year. And then depreciation fund collected at the end of 6th year. I already explained you that depreciation fund we keep collecting every year, so that after the useful life of the equipment, we have enough funds to buy the replacement equipment. So depreciation fund, depreciation per year, here straight line method, very simple it is. Depreciation per year is equal to C minus R divided by N, where is C are the cost of the equipment, then minus R or S is the scrap value, and N is the life of the equipment. Okay, so the cost of the capital plus installation and maintenance minus scrap value divided by number of estimated year, that is 10 years life. So here it is 50,000 plus 15,000 rupees installation charge, that is totally 65,000, minus scrap value which you are going to get after 10 years as 20,000 rupees. So 65,000 minus 20,000 is 45,000, divided by 10 is 4,500 rupees. So the depreciation of the machine per year is 4,500 rupees. So book value of the machine, every year it will go on reducing. So first year it is 65,000 rupees, that is 50 plus 15, that is 65,000 rupees. Depreciation for that year is 4,500 rupees. So book value will become 65,000 minus 4,500, it will become 60,500 rupees. Book value after depreciation each year. Now second year, what happens? The cost of the machine is now it becomes 60,500 rupees. Again depreciation is 4,500 rupees, because in the straight line method of depreciation, the depreciation per year remains fixed. Now we are calculated as 4,500 rupees. So again 60,500 minus 4,500, you get as 56,000 rupees. So similarly you calculate for 10 years. The last year 24,500 minus 4,500, that is 20,000 rupees. This 20,000 rupees is nothing but the scrap value what you are getting after 10 years. Okay. Now depreciation fund collected at the end of 6th year is, depreciation amount is 4,500 rupees into 6 years, so 27,000 rupees. So depreciation amount collected at the end of 6th year is rupees 27,000. So this is very simple and straight line method of depreciation. Thank you. Hello students. Now we shall look at the second method of finding the depreciation, that is the declining balance. So here in this declining balance method of depreciation, initially the depreciation will be more, and this is more valid also, because initially the depreciation will be high and gradually it keeps on reducing. That is true in real life also. Okay, it is not like straight line balance method, straight line method of finding depreciation, because it is not that straight. Initially, when you buy a new, suppose taxi, what we have discussed, 15 lakh rupees. So initially the depreciation will be more. Say first year it will be 2 lakhs, second year 1.8 lakhs, third year 1.5 lakhs. Likewise, it cannot be same. Now we will see a simple numerical here. An engineering college invests rupees 10,000 for its R&D in procuring VR testing machine. So for the laboratory research and development, they are buying a equipment VR testing machine costing rupees 10,000. This is a capital cost. The serviceable life of the machine is 4 years, and the salvage value is rupees 1,000. So you can use the machine for 4 years, and after 4 years you have to scrap it, and when you scrap it you will get 1,000 rupees as scrap value or salvage value. Determine depreciation and book value in each year using declining balance method, and also find amount of depreciation collected at the end of second year. So now what is the given data? Cost of the capital is 10,000 rupees, that is we term as C. Salvage value is rupees 1,000, that is R, and estimated life is 4 years, that is N. A simple formula for declining balance method is depreciation percentage is equal to 1 minus R divided by C raised to 1 by N is equal to 1 minus 1,000 divided by 10,000 rupees raised to hold the bracket raised to 1 by 4. You get as P is equal to 0.437, that is 43.7 percentage. Now here the percentage is fixed. The amount is not fixed, but the percentage is fixed, and this will be taken for the book value of the each year. Now we will see book value at the end of each year. So again there are 4 columns here. First column number of years 1, 2, 3, 4 because 4 years life is there. Then second column cost of the capital at the beginning of each year, that is a capital cost. Initially it starts with 10,000 rupees, keeps on reducing. Third column is depreciation, that we already seen the percentage, that is we have to multiply with 0.437. Whatever is the cost of the capital for that particular year, you have to multiply that into the depreciation, so that you will get the depreciation amount, and this depreciation amount you will deduct from the cost of capital to come to know the book value. Okay, so book value is nothing but cost of capital minus depreciation for that year. And finally is the book value at the depreciation end of each year. Okay, so there are 3 things. One is the cost of capital first, second is depreciation, third is the book value. And the book value is nothing but cost of capital minus depreciation for that particular year. Now we will see for the year 1. Initial cost is 10,000 rupees. Depreciation is 10,000 into 0.437. That is the depreciation amount will be 4,370 rupees. So this 4,370 rupees we will deduct from 10,000 rupees. So the book value at the end of first year will be 5,630 rupees. Okay, this book value 5,630 rupees will become the cost of capital for the next year. So for number 2, second year, this 5,630 is the cost of the capital cost. Okay, and for this we will find out the depreciation. So again we will multiply 5,630 into this 43.7%, that is 0.437. So when you multiply 5,630 into 0.437, you get the value as 2,460. So the depreciation for second year is 2,460 rupees. So the book value at the end of second year will be 5,630 minus 2,460, that is 3,170 rupees. Similarly for third year, this 3,170 will become the cost of capital, and we will multiply this 3,170 into our depreciation percentage, that is 0.437. We get the depreciation amount is 1,385 rupees, and we will deduct this 1,385 rupees from the cost of capital, that is 3,170. So the book value at the end of third year will be 1,785 rupees. And finally this 1,785 rupees becomes the cost of capital for the fourth year, and then we will remove multiply this 1,785 into 0.437. We will get the depreciation as 780 rupees, and we will deduct this 780 rupees from 1,785. You will get as 1,000 rupees, 1,005 rupees. So that is the scrap value like. Okay, the amount of depreciation fund collected at the end of second year will be what you have collected. First year you collected 4,370, second year collected 2,460 rupees. So you add both this year, it becomes 6,830 rupees. So you can please see here in the declining balance method, the depreciation initially first year 4,370, second year reduced to 2,460, third year reduced to 1,385, finally fourth year it is 780. So it is declining balance method. And here the balance also, cost of the capital is also reducing, and the depreciation is also reducing. Okay. Thank you. So we will see one more problem on this declining balance method. A motorbike was purchased for rupees 70,000 and salvage value was estimated as rupees 30,000 after 4 years. Using reducing balance method, declining balance or reducing balance, same it is. Calculate the percentage of depreciation. The percentage will be fixed, what you have seen. The book value and depreciation at the end of each year. And finally plot the graph of number of years versus depreciation fund. So simple it is. The given data is cost of capital is 70,000 rupees and the salvage value is 30,000 rupees. So number of years n is equal to 4. So reducing balance method formula is depreciation percentage is 1 minus r by c, that whole raised to 1 by n. So 1 minus 30,000 divided by 70,000 raised to 1 by 4, you get as 0.191. That is 19% is the depreciation annually. So again we will have a table of 4 columns. The year life is 4 years only. For easy calculation they have given less number of years, otherwise they can give 15-20 years also. But for ease of computing they only shown 4 years. So number of years, first is 1, 2, 3, 4. Second is cost of the capital at the beginning of each year. Third is the depreciation, and fourth is the book value at the depreciation end of each year. After depreciation, what is the book value? So you can see first year the cost of the capital is 70,000 rupees for that bike. Okay, so depreciation amount is 70,000 rupees into 0.191. That is a percentage. So it is 13,370 rupees is the depreciation for first year. So this 13,370 rupees depreciation amount will reduce from the cost of capital, that is 70,000 rupees. Then you get 56,630 is the book value after first year when you remove the depreciation of 13,370. Okay, this 56,630 becomes the book value for the capital for the next year. Second year 56,630 is the capital. Then again this we multiply this 56,630 into 0.191. You will get 10,817 rupees as depreciation amount for the second year. So this 10,817 rupees will deduct from 56,630, that you get as 45,813, and this is the book value at the end of second year after removing the depreciation. And this book value after the second year will become the cost of capital for the third year. 45,813 is the cost of capital for the beginning of third year, and again 45,813 we will multiply with 0.191. You will get as 87650. So this is 8,750 rupees. This is the depreciation amount for third year, and the book value you will get as 37,062, and this 37,062 becomes the cost of capital for fourth year. The depreciation is 37,062 into 0.191, that is 7,078 rupees, and when you deduct this depreciation from the cost of capital, you get the book value as 29,983, that is 30,000 rupees. That is a salvage value. Okay, so now if you see the graph, you can see initially in this declining balance method or reducing balance method, you can see the graph is very clear here. The 4 years, 1, 2, 3, 4 years, and the depreciation fund for the first year was 13,370. First year you can see. Second year it came to 10,817. Third year it has come down to 8,750, and fourth year it has come down to 7,000 rupees. So this is the how you calculate the depreciation by declining balance or reducing balance method of calculating the depreciation. And we also plotted the graph of number of years versus the depreciation fund, and we have found out the book value as well as depreciation for each year, as well as we have found out the percentage of depreciation. So first what we do in these problems of reducing balance or diminishing balance, we will have the formula P is equal to 1 minus R divided by C raised to 1 by N. Using this you will find out the depreciation percentage. Okay, and this depreciation percentage is fixed for all the years, and when you multiply this depreciation percentage with the cost of capital for that year, you will get the depreciation amount, and this depreciation amount you will deduct from the cost of capital for that year to get the book value at the end of each year. So these are the two problems on this reducing balance method. We will see the next method in our next discussion. Thank you. So now we shall look at the third method of finding the depreciation, that is sum of the years digits method. Sum of the years digit method of depreciation. It is very simple method. We will see this problem. Last problem only we will see. A motorbike was purchased for 70,000 rupees and the salvage value is estimated as 30,000 rupees after 4 years. Using reducing balance method, or you can say the sum of years digit method also, calculate percentage of depreciation, book value of depreciation at the end of each year, and graph we already plotted. Similarly, you can plot the graph of a number of years versus depreciation fund. So very simple it is. So by sum of year method is equal to n in bracket n plus 1 divided by 2, where n is 4 years. Okay. So 4 in bracket 4 plus 1 divided by 2, that is 20. 4 into 5 is 20 divided by 2, that is 10 years. Okay. And the number of years is 1, 2, 3, 4. So the denominator will become 10. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. That is sum of the years. So 4 years means 4 plus 3 7 plus 2 9 plus 1 10. So simple it is. Now you can see depreciation for the first year when you are calculating. So you got life of 4 years now. 4 divided by 10 into the cost of capital is 70,000 rupees and the salvage value is 30,000. 4 by 10 in bracket, it is multiplied by with 70,000 minus 30,000 rupees. So this amount is fixed. Initial cost is 70,000, scrap value is 30,000 rupees. Okay. We multiply this 40,000 rupees into 4 by 10. So you get a 16,000 rupees. So the depreciation for the first year is 16,000 rupees. Now depreciation for the second year is 3 by 10. Sum of the years means now it is 3 years is only remaining. Total is 10 years. Okay. So 3 by 10 into 40,000 rupees, you get as 12,000 rupees. That is the depreciation amount for the second year. So you can see the balance is reducing. Depreciation amount is reducing every year. Earlier first year 16, second year has come to 12,000 rupees. Now depreciation for the third year, now it is only 2 years life is remaining. 2 by 10 into 40,000 rupees, you get as 8,000 rupees. And similarly, depreciation for the fourth year is 1 by 10. Last only 1 year remaining. 1 by 10 into 40,000 rupees or 4,000 rupees. Okay, so the first year depreciation is 60,000, second 12, third 8, final is fourth is 4. This way you have to plot the graph also. In graph you can say number of years 4 is in the bottom 1, 2, 3, 4. In the y-axis you can plot 16,000, 12,000, 8,000, 4,000 rupees. Okay, you'll get a straight line. Linear it is. So the depreciation amount after 2 years is equal to first year is 16,000 rupees and second year is 12,000. So 16,000 plus 12,000. It is 28,000. It is a depreciation after 2 years. Okay. So very simple it is. You have to only see that denominator will be the number of years. So here it is 4 years. So 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, that is 10. Or for easy calculation he has given a bracket like sum of the years is equal to n in bracket n plus 1 divided by 2. So if for small 4-5 years you can calculate like that. If it is 15-20 years then you can use this formula. And the first year is 4 by 10, second year is 3 by 10, third year is 2 by 10, and finally it is 1 by 10. And the amount is fixed like principal minus capital cost minus the salvage value. This is how you calculate the sum of years digit method of depreciation. Thank you. Hello students, now we shall look at the third method. That is fourth method now. We have seen the straight line method of calculating depreciation. We have seen the declining balance method of depreciation. Third, we have seen the sum of year digit method. Now we shall see the fourth method, that is a sinking fund method of depreciation. Here the interest comes into picture. But these are very simple and only one equation is there here. So a machine is purchased for rupees 10,000 rupees. So 10,000 is the capital cost. The estimated life of the machine is 5 years. So n is 5 years and the scrap value is r, that is r is 1,000 rupees. So the interest of the rate of interest on depreciation fund is 5%. So every year whatever your depreciation amount you are keeping aside, that is carrying some 5% interest rate. Okay. Calculate the book value of the machine at the end of each year using sinking fund method. So here the only thing which is added is the interest. So whatever amount of money you are keeping in bank as a depreciation fund, that carries an interest of 5%. That you have to take into consideration. rest is all same. And the annual here, like straight line method, the depreciation amount remains same every year. So investment C is equal to rupees 10,000. Expected life is 5 years, and that is N. Scrap value R is 1,000 rupees. Rate of interest is 5%. Please remember, when you write 5%, you should write 5 by 100, that is 0.05. This step is very important, otherwise you will go wrong. So the rate of interest is 0.05 or 5%. And by using the sinking fund method, the formula is very simple. Rate of depreciation is equal to I into bracket C minus R bracket close divided by bracket 1 plus I raised to N minus 1. So here I is 0.05. So substituting the values of I, C and R, 0.05 into in bracket 10,000 minus 1,000 rupees bracket close, the whole divided by 1 plus I, that is 1 plus 0.05 raised to N. N is 5 years minus 1. So this value becomes 450 rupees divided by 0.2762. The amount is rupees 1628. That is 1628 rupees is the depreciation per year. So we'll here the table, because this is sinking fund method, instead of 4 columns you will have 7 columns here. First is the number of years, second is the balance, okay, whatever this amount you are having, depreciation amount fund ka. Then on that balance you will have a interest rate at the 5%, because that bank is giving interest for 5%. Then annual provision is column number 4, that is 2 plus 3, that is the depreciation amount balance plus the rate of interest, that is the annual provision. Then fifth is the annual investment, that is your depreciation amount every year. And the sixth is balance, that is 4 plus 5, that is annual provision plus the annual investment. And last is the book value 7, that is book value will be 10,000 rupees, because that is the principal amount or capital cost, minus 6, that is the balance. So very straightforward it is. First year the amount is not carrying any, because we have not made any depreciation in the beginning. We will make the depreciation at the end of the first year. So the balance is nil here, the interest also is nil here in the first year, but the depreciation is 1628 rupees, okay, that annual provision. And then annual investment also 1628 rupees, and the balance is 4 plus 5, that is 1628 rupees. And the book value, that column 7, book value is nothing but 10,000 rupees minus 6, that is balance, that is 1628. So you will get as 8,371 rupees is the book value for first year. So first year initially we buy the machine, we have bought the machine for 10,000 rupees. At the end of the year we have kept 1628 rupees as a depreciation fund for the first year, and the book value becomes 8,371 rupees. Now this 1628 rupees, whatever depreciation we have taken out, that becomes the balance for the second year, and we are kept in bank now, so it will carry 5% interest. So you can see column 3 is 5% interest. So 1628 into 0.05, you will get as 81 rupees. So you add both balance plus interest, that becomes 1710 rupees. 1628 plus 81 is 1710 rupees. This is on column 4, okay. And the annual investment, that is depreciation amount, is 1628 fixed for all the 4 years. You can see it is fixed amount. So the balance that is 4 plus 5, that is 1710 rupees plus 1628, you get as 3338. And the book value after the end of second year will be 10,000 rupees minus this 3338, that is 6661 is the book value. Now coming to third year, this 3338 rupees whatever was their balance, that comes as a balance, because that much amount is available now. First year you had kept 1600 rupees, 28 rupees. Then next year you have kept 1628 plus interest 5%, that is 81 rupees. Totally becomes 1710 rupees, and this 1710 rupees you added with the 1628, it becomes 3338. So this amount is kept in the bank. So this will again fetch 5% interest. So 3338 plus 166 rupees, that is 3338 into 0.05, that is 166 rupees. If you add, it will become 3,505. This is the annual provision. And again, the annual investment is for depreciation is 1628. So adding this to it becomes 5,134 rupees at the end of third year, and the book value will be 10,000 rupees minus 5134, that is 4,865 rupees. And for the final year, again this 5134 rupees will become the balance, and for that 5%, that is into 0.05, you will get 256 rupees. So the annual provision is 5134 plus 256, that is 5391 rupees. The again depreciation you have kept as 1628 rupees. So adding this to annual provision plus annual investment, you get 6, that is 4 plus 5, that is 7,119 rupees. And deducting this 7,019 rupees from 10,000 rupees, you will get the book value as 2,980 rupees. Okay, this is the sinking fund method of calculating the depreciation. I hope you understood this. Please practice this, because we have got only one numerical on this. So, but I have seen that there in the examination it is being asked. So kindly practice this so that you will get more confidence and understand it in a better way. Here only thing is you are calculating the interest is given, so you are calculating the rate of depreciation. The depreciation amount is fixed for every year, but this amount will carry some interest also, and that interest you have, the one more column you added for the interest here. Okay, thank you. The last method we are going to find out the depreciation is the service output method of depreciation. So here this is not based on the years actually. This is not based on the years. It is based on the service it has rendered. The amount of service, the like number of kilometers that thing as a taxi or bus has run, or the amount of machining that the machine has undertaken. It depends on that, not on the year. Like, so very simple example, a useful example you can see here. A new Volvo bus was purchased for amount of rupees 60 lakhs. Its salvage value after 5 years is 15 lakhs. In its lifetime, it can be driven for a distance of 10 lakh kilometers. So, like this bus, Volvo bus can run for a life of, it has got a life of 10 lakh kilometers. In its third year of operation, it has already travelled a distance of 8 lakh kilometers, because this buses and all, you know, this Volvo buses like Goa to Bangalore, Goa to Bombay, so they travel long distances. So in 3 years only it has travelled 8 lakh kilometers. So after this 3 lakh kilometers or 3 years, 8 lakh kilometers or 3 years, find out the depreciation of the bus. Very simple equation it is. Investment is 60 lakhs C, expected life N is equal to 5 years, salvage value R is equal to 15 lakhs, the service life of the asset is 10 lakh kilometers given, the quantity of service rendered is 8 lakh kilometers after 3 years. So the rate of depreciation is C minus R, means 60 lakh rupees I am spending, scrap value is 15 lakh rupees. So how many, what is the rate of depreciation is C minus R divided by S. So R is the scrap value and S is the service output. So 60 lakh minus 15 lakh divided by 10 lakhs. That is kilometer it can run. So for per kilometer, the depreciation is 4 rupees 50 paisa per kilometer. So this is fixed. Okay. Now we are given that it has already travelled 8 lakh kilometers. Okay. So 4 rupees 50 paisa into 8 lakh kilometers, it becomes 36 lakh rupees. So the depreciation for 8 lakh kilometers is 36 lakh rupees. So here in the service output method of depreciation, we are not computing the depreciation based on the time. It is based on the service rendered by the asset. And here we can see in this Volvo bus, which has got a life of 10 lakh kilometers, the initial cost was 60 lakhs, salvage value is 15 lakhs, and the life is only 5 years. But if it has already travelled 8 lakh kilometers, what is the depreciation? So what we have done, we have calculated the rate of depreciation as the cost, that is 60 lakhs, minus salvage value, that is minus 15 lakhs, divided by the number of life, service life, that is 10 lakh kilometers. So we are getting it at 4 rupees 50 paisa per kilometer driven. So 4 rupees 50 paisa per kilometer driven into 80,000 8 lakh kilometers, it becomes 36 lakh rupees. So this is the amount of depreciation at the end of 8 lakh kilometers of driving of this Volvo bus. Thank you. So this completes our 5 types of methods to find the depreciation.